Hi, this is Mirena, and we're going to learn how to make a candy cat today, which they're called candy cats because they're big candy cane tails. So, this one is named Harold. This one is Lilac, Zeepy, Candy, and this one doesn't quite have a name yet. I just made him earlier today. But, anyways, get to what we're making. Okay, so first you're gonna need this pom-pom, a small size for their head, 2 ears of the color of the pom-pom, a seashell, I designed on it with Sharpies, a nose, 2 of the same size eyes, 1 pipe cleaner that matches the color in the yarn body, and 1 pipe cleaner that matches the head, a big puffy pipe cleaner, which is any length that would be for the tail, hot glue, and a clover yarn maker. With, of course, you need some yarn. I have a lot of yarn. So, let's get started. So, first you have to get out your clover maker. I'll kind of show you a little bit of how to do this. So, you only take out 1 part. You take your yarn color and you just start wrapping. A little tip on how to make the starting part. Just you wrap it around a few times over the starting parting. And then you just keep resuming in the starting parting. Yeah. So you just keep going on. I'm showing the part that we're doing right now with the thicker yarn, so it takes less time because I know you'll get bored if I just sit here doing it. If I just do it forever with my thinner yarn. So I'm using some fuzzy baby blanket yarn. And you just keep going over and over. With this yarn, it takes me 5 minutes. So just keep going and going and going and going until it gets a good thickness. More yarn. Okay, I think this should be enough. Now, you obviously won't need this much. Alright, now you need to cut it at this spot. This is to make a 2-color one. If you only want a 1-color one, you don't cut it and just open up this one and keep going with the same, but I'm doing 2 colors. I'm a perfectionist. And then you just do the same thing over and over and over and over. With the thinner yarn, it takes like an hour, but with the thicker yarn, it takes like 5 minutes. So this is just, you do the exact same thing, but I'll just skip ahead here. Alright, so I finished this now, and now you have to cut it. Make sure the adult does it with sharp scissors. Just cut it through the middle part, which is in between the 2 parts that you pull up. And you just do it like that for the whole time until you have both sides done. Then you have to pick 1 single color of yarn, which we're going to use our thin yarn here, and cut off a little bit of it. This is probably too much. That's good. And then have the adult tie it super tight knots. I'd prefer like 5, but it doesn't need to be that high of a number, but so you just tie really tight knots, like you have to be like oh me. And then you can cut off all the extra strings like that. And then you open it. But I'm not sure. You should have the parent open it. The kids. And then you can trim the fur a little bit. This huge spot. You might have to trim this a bit. So, you know, my thinnest yarn and my thickest yarn, trying to make a couple. Okay, so now that I trimmed the fur on this, we can start going fun stuff. First, you have to cut the pipe cleaners. I have got a light blue one to match for the baby blanket yarn. By the way, this yarn, if you want to know, is called Pitter Patter, and I don't know what the yellow stuff is, but this blue and pink and yellow and white yarn is called Pitter Patter baby blankets. So first, you need to do this and cut this. Cut the pipe cleaner. Yeah, like that. And then you do it like this. Bend up the ends for safety and hands. There are her little hands. Put them on each side. There. And then you have to hot glue this. Oh, don't let the kids do this. And falling into a volcano, it would feel like. Alright, stop. Falling into a volcano, it would feel like if you let the kids do it. What is wrong with me? I'm wrong. I was built wrong. I'm so wrong. Alright, now take that out of the scene. Grab something else. Alright, so then you get face pom-pom and glue on the 2 smaller pom-poms of that color for the ears. Glue it onto the top. One on each side. And there's the base for his head. Her head, sorry. And then the nose in the middle of it, in the middle of the bottom, in the middle of the bottom. Glue strings. I don't know if you can see that. Alright. Now the eye. No, glue gun's drooling. And put the eyes right under the ears like this. And the other side. That. And then feel free to glue this onto there. Wait, not yet. Like. Okay, then cut the same size for a bigger whisker. And cut the exact same on the other side. Now you have to get 2 other sizes, or 1 other size, I should say. Now that, and double that, and double that. No. You do this twice and twice. Yeah. And then bend these. Yeah. What is wrong with me? And then, like that. So you have all the whiskers. There, glue on the vent part of this. And stick it on the side of the face, like that. Yes, cute whisker! Whistle. Okay. This. Yay! There's a full side of whiskers. Oh, my fingernail. Do the loose strings on my fingernail. No glue blob on my whatever. I'll file that off after the video. Alright, and then take the bigger one on the top. And then bottom, smaller. There's his head. Her head. Why do I keep getting messed up? Alright, and then, oops. I don't know. And then you glue on the bottom of the head. Make sure you do the arms first or else it won't work. Then stick the head on. Oh. Now his head is connected. And you may be wondering why he's not talking yet. His head is connected to his body. Why is he not talking? Because he's not quite alive yet. He doesn't have his little seashell, which I customly designed, but you can just get normal seashells. I don't care what seashell you use. It can be whatever shape. Like, I have a cone seashell, another cone, and like these kinds. Right. More visible to see on this one. Like that. Oops. I have another. And this one's gonna be another cone. Cut. And then you cut the last of the pipe cleaner apart, as long as it's 1 inch on each side, or like 1.5 inches on each side. Bring this up. Then you will. Like that. And this up for the feet. Keep it in mind that the tail is always last and the seashell is second to last. And the arms are before the head. A bunch of knowledge you need for this. Get this off my finger. And again. Alright, and then what we've all been waiting for, glue on the back of the seashell and put it in his stomach, in between his legs. Like this. And on the back of the seashell. There, you have. I'm alive, finally! Oh, I'm alive! Air! Fresh air! What does air mean? And then the tail. Make sure to do it in the middle of the back side of it. Like this here. Make sure to do a whole load of glue. Since the tail's gonna be so heavy, because that's thick pipe cleaner. I don't even know if that counts as a pipe cleaner anymore. And then someone always get burnt here. At this stage. thought my cat was in here for a second. She actually is in here. She's sleeping. Alright, and then you have to wait a minute for this to dry. Oh, whatever. Then you bend it up like this. Warm on this thing. I would normally wait for it to dry, but... And then you stick it up and bend it over. Like that. Okay. Oh! Your leg completely went out. Alright, and that is how to make a candy cat. Okay, here they all come. Corny. Not named. Candy. Lilac. Zeepy. And Harold. Alright, now let's look over their seashells. Harold is this naturally brown gradient one. See that? Cool. And then the lilac seashell is like, I drew on it with Posca pens actually. For a second there I thought this was leg. And then it has those little spots on it. So that's lilacs. This is cornies. Actually, you probably know what that looks like, but I'll show it anyway. This is not named seashell. Okay, it's like white with yellow stripes. This is Candy's seashell, gold cone. And this is Zeepy's seashell, half green, half natural cone. Okay, well I hope you had fun making me. Oh, what the heck? Why did your leg keep doing that? Okay, whatever, I'll mess with that after. Alright, I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun making me. Bye! What does bye mean? Alright, bye. Have a good day.